My name is Pablo, and in this video we will be covering how to set up our project in your local environment. We will also discuss support for future development. The links to the repo can be found in the README. First, navigate to the repo and click the clone or download button. Copy the web URL, then open a terminal and navigate or create a folder to store your project. Now, using the clone command, clone the repository. Next, we need to install MySQL version 8.0.12 and any version of MySQL Workbench. You can find the links in the description. Please pause the video and continue after you finish installing both MySQL version 8.0.12 and MySQL Workbench. Now open your MySQL Workbench. And on the home screen, click Add New Connection. Provide a connection name and set the username as root and password as password. Click OK to save your settings. Open the connection and create a new schema. Setting the schema name to IMDb. Click Apply. Now open Eclipse or any other IDE. In Eclipse, we can open a new project by going to File, Import, Existing Maven Project, and browsing to the folder where the project is located. Once located, we can simply open to import. Now open the Hibernate XML file found under the Resources folder. Comment out the AWS connection configuration and uncomment out the local database configuration. We are now done with our local system setup.
Hi, my name is Shabir and I will talk about support for the future development. I would like to elaborate on continuous integration, that is the journey of the newly written code to the production. Jenkins pipeline is already set up for this application. I'll go through the Jenkins file. So when we push our code to our Git branch, it goes through these phases. Build, that covers all the steps required to create a deliverable for your software, like compiling, packaging, etc. Test. It executes your test suites like JUnit tests and the SonarQube. It runs the health checks and also tells us about the quality of our application, for example, finding bugs, code smells, check styles, etc. We can merge our code to master only when all of these phases passes, which means all of these phases should pass. Also, to note is that our master is a protected branch, so no one can push directly to master, which is really good for security reasons. So let's look at an example. So here is a pull request which is successful. Once a build is successful, one of your team members must review your work and can approve or request for changes. So if you click File Changes, here you can see one of your team members will review the files and either can approve or can request for more changes. Once the code is in master, another pipeline is triggered, which takes the jar file from the target folder and deploys it to the EC2 instance. This pipeline is automatically triggered once the code is merged to the master. We have configured the EC2 instance URL and the jar file in the config.json. So here you can see this is the DNS of the AWS, this is the jar file, and this is the directory, home directory and the user directory of EC2 instance. This is all about the system setup. Thank you for watching.